first met Harvey Weinstein at his BAFTAs after party at the Rosewood Hotel in London in February 2014. I was invited by a friend, and whilst I was there, Harvey Weinstein approached me and he asked me, "Do you know who I am?" Of course I knew who he was, but it was more in a empowerment way in which he asked me. And he asked me a little bit about myself, and he said, "I have something in mind for you and it'll be good for you." He insisted that he wanted to introduce me to his assistant, Charlotte. He kept repeating, "It'll be good for you, it'll be good for you. Trust me, it'll be good for you."
Those are the red flags.
And he led me around the room very eagerly, insisting that he wanted me to meet Charlotte. At this point, I was like extremely excited. Because I'm thinking, oh my God, like, this is Harvey Weinstein, and you know, he has approached me and wanting to know more about me. We eventually found Charlotte, and he introduced me as an actress, and he instructed Charlotte to take my information. So she took my information, and at this point, I am absolutely overwhelmed because he repeated so many times, "It's going to be good for you. I have something in mind for you. We're going to be in touch." And he was with people in which I admired dearly. He was with Naomi Campbell. He had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend. And these, like Oprah, Naomi, Rita, and Georgina, they all sat at his table. And for me, you know, meeting Oprah was like, oh my God, like I would have thought that I would have to be someone who is established, who everyone would have had to know about before I was privileged enough to meet someone like Oprah. So that gave me so much confidence in him at the time when he approached me. I thought, obviously this man has something amazing in store for me.
That was actress Katie and Noble. Excuse me if I fumbled to play on the name, but she was explaining how Harvey Weinstein used Oprah Winfrey and Naomi Campbell into thinking he was going to advance her career. Now, given everything that's coming out or has come out against Harvey Weinstein, you only assume what he had in store for her was, you know, that. It's been a few years, honestly, since I've been hearing her name circulate, and I'm also very careful about how I approach the topic of Oprah on this channel, given the history. But yeah, I'm seeing things like Oprah should be investigated. These are too many sinister things, which involves her to be such a coincidence is the plot right now. And of course, since you in 2024, everything from your past is getting dug up. And we've noticed, people have noticed and pointed out that it was pretty odd that on the Drake and Josh show on Nickelodeon always made Josh constantly praise Oprah Winfrey randomly. And people are finding that a bit strange, given that Nickelodeon will be getting, I'll just say confronted. I don't even want to use the big EXOP-SED word that occurred during the show. So yeah, let's kind of dive into what that looked like.
Josh Nichols, tell us what it's like to be the first astronaut to set foot on Jupiter. Well, Oprah, Jupiter's cool, but I much prefer being here on your show. Oh, Commander Josh, you are so handsome.
Oprah? Oh, Oprah.
My Oprah. Josh, you didn't know what he was doing. Josh, oh, no. He's got the ammo. You went too far, Josh. He's Josh. Let's go now. I'm calm. Not mean that this. You find a way to get me out.
I'm trying. I was on the phone with the Nickelodeon embassy for an hour. I tried to get you drafted, and I even put a call in to Oprah.
What can Oprah do? Oprah can do anything!
But she didn't call back. Ray, Josh, I'm down here.
Yeah, there was no reason to mention her unless she was financially contributing or benefiting, maybe not even financially, from Nickelodeon.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024. Mark the
business.
words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
This ventriloquist-faced billionaire hag is a villain that y'all think Wendy Williams is, and it's time to wake it up. Let's start with the fact that she literally interviewed Monique's brother, who her as a child, gave him a platform. During the 2007 Color Purple premiere in Chicago, she invited R. Kelly to the red carpet, allegedly. She has a long history of being friends with abusers like Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons. For years, she's used her show to platform the most horrible of men, cult leaders, abusers, because it makes good TV. Screw the victims, I guess, right, Oprah? She's part of the billionaire Maui land grab. She's purchased over 870 acres of land in Maui. Meanwhile, the residents live in poverty. In fact, 52% of residents in Maui County, like people from the area, live below the federal poverty line. When the fires did happen, she offered thoughts and prayers. She didn't offer none of that land, though. She is a billionaire, so you know she'd be participating in unfair labor practices. Let's look at the Color Purple, for example. No food originally, no trailers, no rides to and from set, which Taraji is like, this is an insurance liability, on top of low compensation for a cast that was a beautiful ensemble of African-American actors. Really, Oprah? For years, Oprah has gotten away with these behaviors under the guise of Black excellence. Oh my God, she had a rags to riches story. Yeah, she came from rags to riches and now she's exploiting bitches. Like, come on now.
Now, I can't say I was able to put my finger on it back then, but in recent years, man, it's something that's just not adding up. Unfortunately, I can tell you that it's not good either. Definitely hearing about her schools and everything that was going on in Africa. Apparently, she's racist towards white people. I don't know where that claim came from, but it's in the comments. And we obviously know that it's coming out that she's hurt a lot of people. Now, Dom Lucre posted this: developing Naomi Campbell's house has been going viral. On November 28, 2017, British actress Katie Noble said during a teary-eyed press conference in Manhattan that Harvey Weinstein used Oprah Winfrey and Naomi Campbell to dupe her into thinking he would help her with her career, only to use her for the obvious. Y'all know we got to check the vibe check of the comments for sure. It's time to open an investigation is what they saying. Look at the closest friends. You got that. We all thinking Harvey. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of. The one thing I don't like about Twitter these days, bro, it's just so many ads under these posts. It's like, yo, I'll be ready to see what the screens is saying. All right. Oh man, George Carlin, rest in peace. So yeah, man, I can't even. Let me hold on. I don't went to something else. Let me scroll down, see if we can find some comments. Too many people don't get it. No free speech means and our government can do whatever they want. You can't even complain. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. These comments are all over the place. We just gonna stop. So the question is, how does Oprah always run parallel? Hear me out. How does she always run parallel with these quote unquote monsters, but never get tied up with any of them?